Fishing in Stardew Valley has been one of the most polarizing thing I've seen with a lot of people. Like, you either love the fishing mechanic that's in the game, or just hate it completely and just start to question why it's so hard in a game that's all about farming. Not gonna lie, I was frustrated when I first started out the fishing minigame. Like, holy crap, the control is not as simple as it seems. But I did get used to it and enjoyed fishing in the game. That being said, the challenge has been quite present throughout, especially when you're trying to catch the harder ones. Before we talk about that, I want to explain how fishing works in Stardew Valley. You first have to cast out your rod, which is indicated by this bar. The further you cast, the more likely you're gonna catch a fish. You wait it out until you hear this little jingle. Now, just because you get this jingle doesn't mean it's a fish. It can sometimes be trash. That could happen. When you reel it in and you hear this, then you're prompted into the fishing minigame. Now, the minigame is quite simple. All you have to do is have your green bar be on top of the fish image as long as possible. There's a bar on the right side indicating how close you are catching the fish. In order to move the green bar, you have to hold down the button prompt to bring it upwards and letting go of it to bring it downwards. What's deceiving is the way how the physics works in this game. Letting go of the button prompt doesn't immediately lower the bar. Instead, it'll act like a pendulum by slowing down its movement and then eventually descending downwards. The opposite direction acts the same way as well. The best method is to rapidly tap whenever wanting to change directions. It does take some time to get used to, but it is doable. Now, there are a variety of different fishes to catch, and some of them are harder than others. There are some that just kind of wiggles around just a little bit, and others that are just jacked up for some reason. Luckily, there are ways to catching them a lot easier. You can increase your bar by leveling up your fishing. To do so, you have to keep on fishing. Yeah, what do you expect, finding the elixir of immortality or something? Another way to improve is to get a better fishing rod, the best being iridium, which can add both baits and tackle. The baits help with the catch rate, which is useful in the game that's all about time management, while the tackle modifies the fishing minigame in different ways. The two most notable ones are the trap bobber and the cork bobber. The trap bobber slows down the progress decrease, while the cork bobber increases the bar size. Either of them are good depending on the playstyle. And with that, you can catch any fish, right? Wrong! You ever heard of the 5 legendary fish? You can only get them at a certain time and place, and let me tell you, the glacier fish is a pain in the tuchus. Time to reveal the secret weapon, how to catch it. You get a gun and you shoot it down. Okay, I'm kidding. There's food in this game that can increase your fishing level, even when it's maxed out. The most common one is Dish O' the Sea. A better one would be seafoam pudding, but those are harder to make. Even with the food, they are still challenging to catch. Like, I mean, look at this. Like, what have you been eating? Catching this bad, it feels like you're going through a marathon. I got it! Oh my god!
You got it!
Yeah! Oh my god!
Nice! Congrats!
Oh my god, I was focusing so my eyes, I wasn't blinking. So it would make sense for the legendary fish to be challenging. I mean, of course, with a title like that, yeah. However, what if I told you there's a non-legendary that are as difficult as them? Believe it or not, there is. Okay, play the music. Deep within the mines at the 100th level, there lies a lava pool where you can fish. Apparently, I stopped asking questions the moment there were monsters trying to kill me. Anyway, inside lives the lava eel. This fish moves all over the place. They might not move as fast as the harder legendaries, but still. What makes the lava eel hard, however, is the catch rate. Remember when I say you might get trash? Yeah, expect to get a bunch of them when you fish here. To give you an idea of how rare it is, performing a perfect cast at a level 10 fishing gives you a 5.4% chance of getting a bite. That's about 5% less than the legend. The hardest fish in the game! So you just end up collecting a bunch of trash, hoping that you'll get the lava eel, and there's just so much anticipation. You don't know if that trash pickup ends up being a bite, so you get all sweaty mom spaghetti whenever there's a nibble, and you don't want to be unprepared for that. It's a lava eel. This thing is hard. You want to be on your A game when you try to catch that. I'm basically doing community service with the amount of trash I've collected. Just give me a bite, please. It's happening! So that's fishing in Stardew Valley. Overall, I enjoy fishing in this game, even through the frustrations that I had. I understand that not everybody likes it. I mean, I've heard statements that this was the worst fishing minigame ever, and while I don't agree, I can understand that coming from a place of anger. You honestly don't have to get the hard fish, or fishing in general, but I encourage it. It's a good time.